Hello and welcome to Cataclysm Quick Tip number 47, where I will be discussing the Travel to Item feature. So in the game, there will be a lot of circumstances where you want to check out the items that are around you. Hopefully you know the View Items key. In the interface, when you've got a bunch of bodies and other items nearby, you can use the capital V key, that's Shift V like Victor. That brings up this screen up here, and it's listing all of the nearby items. Now, as a quick recap, there's a few ways you can adjust this listing. First, right here at the top, it shows Tab, and it's listing items. If you press the Tab key, it will switch to nearby monsters, and you'll see a list of those instead. For this demonstration, we want to make sure it is on the Items tab. Next, over here, we can sort it by two choices. Right now, it is sorting by category, meaning it's showing me all the guns nearby, then all the ammo nearby, then all the tools nearby, and so on. If you press the S key, which is highlighted in green there, it will sort to a distance mode instead, so it's showing you from closest to furthest, and it's showing you the distance here and also the general direction the item is in. Now, if you use your arrow key, you'll notice as you highlight things, if you watch around your character, the little cursor is moving and you have these little dots showing you where that particular item's located. So that is helpful when you're trying to find items, but there's actually another pretty quick and easy thing you can do that might help out in this situation. Now, there are a few other things down here: examine, compare, filter, and so on. So check this out if you've never used it before. You can tailor it a few different interesting ways. But for this particular demonstration, I'm going to sort by category again. So we're going to switch it back. And let's say I'm looking mainly for tools. So I may have a huge pile of corpses, more or less than this, however it works in your situation. But let's say I just want the hacksaw. So I move my cursor down to the hacksaw, and I can see that it's at that body right there. Now, I could just then move my character over there, pick that up, and go on my merry way, but there are occasions where you have so many items and so many bodies, it can be a little tough to remember where certain things are without having to constantly open, close, the menus and the windows and so on. So here's a quick, very simple tip you can use to actually save yourself a little bit of time and effort. So let's say, a little further away example, right up there. Let's say I want that wrench way up here by this body. Once you have any item highlighted on the list, it doesn't mention it on any of the screens here, but you can actually tap the T key, T like travel, and your character will jump right to that item. And then you can go ahead and pick up the wrench if you'd like. Then you can bring the menu back up and say, all right, I also want the soldering iron. Tap the T key, put you right next to it. You can grab your soldering iron. Next, I want the... I don't want the speed loaders. Let's say I want the hacksaw now. Press the T key, you're right next to it. You can grab the hacksaw. So, this is a quick way of moving between items on this list. Just tap the T key and it will automatically move you to that location, like so. Then you can grab whatever particular items you need. Now, my only wish is that this particular feature actually moved you on top of the items instead of adjacent. The only reason for that is if you've got a really big crowd of bodies, sometimes you won't know exactly which body has the item that you need. It can be a little bit confusing and require some extra key presses. So I do wish it moved on top, but it doesn't. So just be aware of that. It puts you adjacent from the direction that you moved from. One last thing I want to mention in regards to this tip is the auto movement pathfinding does not, repeat, not take into consideration acid pools. If you have any acid nearby, make sure you're not about to travel through it, because it will just walk right through the acid, giving you a lot of damage on your feet and legs. So be careful of that, but otherwise, you may find this tip helpful in your Cataclysm looting sorting needs. Hope you found the information helpful. As always, thanks for your support. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below in the comments section or visit me on my Discord channel. And I hope you have a safe Cataclysm. Stay safe out there.